On the grid, show by shading the region that satisfies all of these inequalities. So let's start off with the x plus y is less than 3. I'm first going to draw x plus y is equal to 3, and then we'll worry about the less than in a minute. In order to help me draw this, let's rearrange this so it's in the form of y equals mx plus c. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So now I can see that my y-intercept is 3. And the gradient is -1, which means I go along 1, down 1, along 1, down 1, along 1, down 1, along 1, down 1, and so on. So I could draw a solid line through here like that, but I'm actually going to draw a dotted line rather than a solid line because I'm told that x has to be less than 3. It can't be equal to 3. Because there's no line underneath the inequality here. If there was a line here, then I would draw a solid line. Because there isn't, that's why I've drawn a dashed line. So, also remember it had to be less than 3, so it has to be anywhere underneath that blue line. It has to be less than 3, so below that blue line. So at the end of this question, it will involve some of that yellow area. Right, let's move to the next inequality, which is x is greater than 1. So first let me draw on where x is equal to 1. Here is where x is 1, so it could be here, or here, or here, or here. These are all the points where x is equal to 1. So that's where I'm going to draw the line x is equal to 1. But again, I'm going to draw a dashed line, not a solid line, because I'm told that x can't equal 1. It has to be bigger than 1. So it has to be somewhere over here, above 1. So at the end of the question, it will involve some of that yellow area. So far, I'm looking below the blue line and to the right of the red line. Next, let's move to y is greater than -2. So y minus 2 is here, so it's anywhere. This is all of these points here is when the y coordinate is equal to -2. So let me draw a dashed horizontal line there. Again, it's dashed because it can't be equal to, it has to be bigger than that. So it has to be above that green line. So now I'm looking above the green line, below the blue line, and to the right of the red line. But we've still got one more inequality to do. The 2x minus 1. So let me draw y is equal to 2x minus 1. That's got a y-intercept of -1, which is here. And it's got a gradient of 2. So along 1 up 2, along 1 up 2, along 1 up 2, along 1 up 2. And again, for the final time, I'm going to draw a dashed line, because again, it can't be equal to. So that's the line y equals 2x minus 1, but it needs to be below that purple line. So my final answer needs to be below the purple line and below the blue line, but above the green line and to the right of the red line. So we're talking about this shape here.